We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Jacksonville.
Okay, ready? Check.
They'll send a tight end in motion right. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And the tight end goes in motion left. And he'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stopped for a loss.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Throwing now is Stroud. And that is incomplete.
As soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Taken from just outside the 30. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to bowl his way through to the 48. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Texans, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe it.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a 1st-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
On 1st down, it's done. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Jaguars at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try to pass downfield that fell incomplete.
60 yards field goal.
To this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner.
Yeah,
because he
maybe
hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
60 yards. Just line them up. This game got to stop. Stop it, Madden.
Offense ready to go here for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
This 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 28-yard line.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try a little trickery here on the end.
Oh!
Go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for Jacksonville score. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. A guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Stroud on third down now.
Damn, man. Throw the ball to the receiver.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
Damn, this man is fucking open.
Brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football. Because remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe
well.
and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
At the 19-yard line.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Look at this shit, man. What a fucking safety at? Why you in safety?
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
2nd and 10. Throwing again. Johnson.
Oh.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there.
Or inside.
His
What are you
second
doing?
touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Blake Groupie now for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Stroud looking to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Come on, man. Block this one weird ass dude out there.
Definitely take us to
Beat the deal.
the first quarter of play.
Beat like a drum.
Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it, brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And that one goes incomplete on the drive. That's what he definitely wanted to catch. 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Johnson.
Come on, man.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
God damn.
2-yard play on third.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
That's my fault.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
That's me.
Throw left side complete. That's Harmon. The result only 4 yards there on the play.
That's me.
Second down.
I knew better. I ain't got the right.
He's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans 31.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's going to let this go for the end zone.
Man, pick this off, man! Oh my God! Come on, man. Ain't no way that ain't picked off. They throw the ball to 2 people. Weird, man. Hey, I'm talking about.
48 yards away.
Don't sit the win and loss, man, if you want to do that.
And this one is right down the middle. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Double covered, just throw it. Nobody pick it up. I like it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I had nobody going up the field. Like that, though. Nobody going up the field. No offensive lineman.
Now Stroud. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Incompletion. Some time here.
Down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They
Some
use
time here.
This is 3rd and 11. Here's Stroud. That is caught. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Stroud out of the gun here.
Come on, man. Come on. The greatest knockout team of all time.
I know at times we don't think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone,
knockout.
Before your receiver gets to the
knock him out.
Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. And Stroud now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Stroud getting his offense to the line quickly. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. He had a minimal gain on 1st down. Now they stop him for no gain. What do you think, going in a different direction on 3rd down?
Could very well be. I'll guarantee he's asking for the ball 3rd time to try and make up for the first 2. But his QB might very well say, well, my man, maybe next series. Let's try someone else on this play.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Banks. Now the Jags are using the
greatest tackling I ever seen.
As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Yeah, that should have been an easy turn up field.
And his kick here is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13 to 6.
Dang, that linebacker hurt.
So the 3 points
there,
CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
Man, get the fuck out of here, man.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Johnson to throw on 2nd down. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Johnson. That's to his running back. Complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one
Great
away.
Punt.
And this is going to be ruled out.
Great punt, great punt.
Just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the line.
No! Man, get the fuck out of here. This man is wide open. This man is wide fucking open. Oh, goddamn Stroud is terrible.
Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them.
They playing wide fucking open.
Real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break.
Guys, man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Jaguars would extend their lead here just before halftime. A point after.
Terrible. Terrible, terrible.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL.
Down 7
of EA
to
Sports.
lift it 7 right. To lift that 7 right. Who get the ball? At this quarterback making these fucking passes.
And we welcome
Trash
back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon getting set for quarter number 3 here. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's done. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's done. And they'll get it.
Man, they let this motherfucker just bounce around, man.
First. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here.
Yes, it is.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
They got the field goal.
This is about building that lead.
Amazing, right?
Just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
1st and 10, it's Stroud.
Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Stroud looking to change the play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. And they're going to speed things up here.
1st down, Houston.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Face man!
Slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
And the Texans, 1st down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They find some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
62 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
A 7-yard pickup.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And quickly, they get to the line.
A gain of 5. 1st down, Houston.
Stroud now on 1st and 10.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Missed him.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
No gain on the play.
They'll try and run for it, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Operating from the gun. Johnson eluding the pressure right. And that one
Nobody nowhere.
He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open. and it would have been an easy throw.
2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville.
They'll try the left side. Done. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down. It's done. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Well, Charles, I guess the only thing I can think there is they've got a 3-score lead, and they're saying, we're not going to lose this, so let's have some fun. I don't know why you go for it.
I think that's as good an explanation as any, and we all know that certain coaches are more aggressive than others. That call to me, the fantasy people loved it, right? Anybody who's going to touch the ball, gain yards, maybe put more points on the board.
They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Garrett Stingley picks it, and the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game, and when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Johnson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Oh, fighting off the defender. And now past another. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. They'll keep it on the ground. Done. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
At the 47-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Here's Johnson throwing on 3rd and long. Throw left side complete.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Back to throw. Johnson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And they will score. That's a Jacksonville touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Jags are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Groupie able to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Stroud to throw it.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get it up.
No, man. No, man. That dude did not touch him.
Right,
He didn't
about
even
20
touch
yards
him.
on the pickup.
Ah.
Go for 19.
Yes, he did.
A 3-score game
Boom.
here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a more.
That is pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Bad pass.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Looking to throw. Johnson.
Man,
That's complete.
I'm reading it like a book, man. Come on, man. Pick that off.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Back to throw. Johnson.
Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt.
And the Texans will take over.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over. And they try to...
Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Now a 3rd down throw. This is the target incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that in this runaway contest.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Pass caught by McLaurin.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh,
He
my
will not throw
goodness,
that ball
his
deep.
5th interception.
Now he's free at the 35.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber put out 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Texans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Officially over.